He don't like Mondays. Adam Carolla.
Yeah, get it on. Got to get it. No choice. You're going to get it on. You know, now that I work Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, I don't really care about Mondays anymore because it's all just one big work week. DFG is chiming in. I hope we do some JV or all balls, Def Rat guy.
All balls.
Yeah. So, also, there's a website to plug for DFG as well. I got stuff to get into. The website is rockandrolljunkie.com. Is that correct?
Yeah, I got sick of running this camp for the kids in the summer. I didn't really like kids that much.
Uh-huh. But where's rock and roll junkie come from?
Well, what I'm doing now is I'm managing a rock band, and this is the website of the podcast that I'm also producing.
Oh, okay. All right. And the band, what's the band called?
The band is called The Problematic, and there's this dude, Johnny Skank, who's like Ramones, like Marky Ramone or Johnny Thunder, and he's a really cool guy. And I said, you know, I was the social chairman of my fraternity, and he's like, hey, can you manage the band?
So because of your experience with Delta Phi, all those, you were 6-year senior at USC, or your communications major, right?
Yeah, he saw that on my LinkedIn. He's like, wow, you're a comm major, communicating, you're social chairman of your fraternity. You'd be perfect to manage this band and the website and the podcast. But he said, and I was like, bro, don't worry, I'm not going to overproduce you. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. I do remember.
This is not Morning Zoo.
Right. Yeah, no, I know. You thought my morning show back in the day was overproduced. I think or was that Poochie's uncle that said that?
He said it was in danger of being overproduced.
Oh, but it
dangerously close.
It was
to
close
being
to being overproduced, but not overproduced. All right.
No, hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the band. Now let me just write down the name of the band. The Problematics.
Yeah, they're like these New York kind of scumbag druggy guys like Johnny Thunders or the Ramones.
Because there was the Plasmatics back in the day, not the Problematics, but the Plasmatics. Wendy O was the head. We were so starved of pornography back in the day that Wendy O, with her B cup and some electrician's tape over her nipples, was enough.
Sent the men aflame.
That was enough. She blew up a Cadillac. No, she blew up a Lincoln Eldorado. No, I should say it's a Cadillac Eldorado. She blew up a Lincoln with suicide doors when I went to see them in like 1982 at Perkins Palace in Pasadena, which, by the way, was run and managed by young Mark Garagos, the attorney, back then. Crazy, right? But Wendy's gone. Wendy took her own life several years ago, sadly. But the Plasmatics have been replaced by the Problematics now, right?
Well, they've been a legendary band for many years, and they just needed somebody like Mark Garagos used to manage a club, and now he's a big lawyer. They're hoping I can do the same thing for them. You know, sometimes like Pete Hegseth, he was a weekend Fox News host, but now he's the Secretary of Defense. You can change. We all can change.
No, you're right.
And you have to adapt.
No, you know, you're right. You can change. You know, Bruce Jenner was
Olympic champion.
Yeah, now.
And now
he's hitting from the women's
driver.
He's hitting from the women's tees. Yeah. So
and a lot of Oh, the thing about Bruce Jenner, a lot of people think he's a decathlon, but he was a very good football player. She was a very good football player, and she was a middle linebacker. And the word on the street, Caitlyn Jenner hit like a freight train.
Yeah. But now they removed her decathlon.
I don't know that her decathlon has been.
Oh, okay. Her
I don't know.
decathlon is in tacthlon?
And listen, you tell me, and I don't know if you've ever funneled so many beers that you got with a he, she, or this, I know Poochie's had his share of run-ins, and Mike F. and guys like Fugly and Douchebagel and other guys from the fraternity got into trouble. But is there, do we know that, okay. Why can we not ask the question, does the person have their junk anymore? Like if someone goes, this he is now a she, and the she wants to use the ladies' locker room at the Y. I go, okay, well, does that he who's now a she have his cock and balls? And then everyone goes, you can't ask that. I go, well, they want to use the locker room. Don't you think we should be able to ask DFG?
Bro, I don't even like when a lady has too big of a clit.
Let me write that down. Yeah. Well, I don't think China, the wrestler, would have been somebody you've been interested in being with. DFG, are we going to do some JV or all balls?
Bro, I always come packing.
Yeah, you always bring it. I don't know. Do we have an intro to that, Dustin?
If something's bushy, he'll make the call. So now it's time for JV or all balls.
All right, so Mayhem, you've never played JV or all
never
ball.
played.
Well, he's going to bring up a subject or word or person, and then you say, is it JV, as in bad, or is it all balls?
All right.
As in good, but we got to figure.
So you want me to toss that? Is it JV or is it all balls?
You have to figure it out. What's the first subject?
JV is bad. All balls is good.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I figured that out.
I know you can't
Thanks,
hear me.
bud.
Right, all right.
The first one is death by firing squad.
Death by firing squad. I like the notion of death by firing squad. I feel like it would save the taxpayers a lot of money. We get in this thing all the time, lethal injection, and then there's doctors. It's hard to find doctors to do the lethal injection because you need a board-certified guy or somebody who's certified. By the way, I don't know why. What's the worst could happen? A person gets an infection? You know what I mean? Like, what's the worst?
Alcohol swab?
Yeah. What's the worst? All right, but it's hard to find those guys because they take a Hippocratic oath. Whereas the firing squad guys, there's a line going down the block.
Yeah.
I get to legally shoot a black dude. This is going to be awesome. So I like it. It only costs the taxpayers a bullet or so. If I were, if somebody said, what do you want to do? I wouldn't go with hang. I would go with firing squad.
Yeah, if I'm going out, I'm facing the barrel. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Instead of sitting around waiting for the meds to kick in.
Yeah, I'm going all balls on this one. Where are you at, Mayhem?
All balls.
All balls? All right. Dawson?
I think it's JV because they only give one guy a bullet.
No, they don't give one guy. They just
one guy has a blank.
One guy's a blank.
That's where
Oh,
you're
really?
wrong.
You never
I
knew
thought it
that
was
in
the
all these
no.
years.
I always thought it was only one guy has live rounds.
Well,
I didn't
what
know
if he
one guy.
misses
They pick one guy
and the guy's
without.
sitting there.
Well,
like,
either way,
wow.
I'm staying with JV because if it was all balls, they'd give everybody bullets and blow the guy up.
Well, 9 guys with bullets is enough, is what I'm saying. You made it to
I had
this age without
no idea.
Well, because there was one guy, he'd shoot him like Trump got hit in the ear or something, and then the guy'd be complaining the whole time.
Well, it's not like the guy's got to be chained and held still, so it's probably pretty easy to get a headshot, right?
Yeah, I mean,
It
back
should
in
be
the...
for one guy. That should be pretty simple to get a headshot. I really thought it was the other way around.
First off, tell that to Weezer's wife. Because they just fired off 10 rounds and barely got her shoulder. So, yeah, it used to be the guy, they used to offer the guy a cigarette. They'd outlaw that in California now for sure.
Cancer.
Yeah, and then they used to put him by a hay bale. They put a blindfold on him. Now they do it in a weird room, and the guy reaches through some sort of sock or something. All right, anyway, we say all balls. Dawson says JV.
What say you, DFG?
What they are planning to do is take that bullet and they will dip it in pig's blood. So if the terrorists will go back with that, and they said the guy got shot with a pig blood infested bullet, so it's extra, motivation
Haram?
to not be bad, to not do anything bad. So all balls.
All balls.
Eye for eye.
Yeah, so you say we take, if it's a terrorist, we dip it in pig's blood.
That's just what they are discussing now. In that, admitted that they would dip the bullet in pig's blood as sort of an extra.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And then someone's got to kill the pig, too, you know. I don't know. The pig didn't do anything, you know. I mean, he didn't blow up a church or anything, but he's getting dragged into this. All right. 1 for 1, me and Mayhem, 0 for 1. Dawson, go ahead.
All right. Are we on for number 2? Number 2, hoarding.
Hoarding. I got to tell you, you know, there's a fine line between hoarding and collecting.
Yes.
I run into this a lot. So what happens, and I don't know what you guys would do with this, but when I buy a race car, the race car oftentimes comes with lots of extra parts. Fiberglass hoods and fenders and stuff made for that car. You can't find them anywhere else. They're literally made. And they come with molds to make this stuff. So then I end up with a bunch of hoods and fenders and molds, but I really don't need them. But there's a Paul Newman car from 1979, and the molds come for the fenders. What do I do with the molds? And maybe this is working out from a timing standpoint, because I was looking at a clip of a guy destroying a Porsche online because the rear end gets a little heavy on those cars. I'll circle back to that, but I ended up spinning out my Porsche too. What if I crack up the race car when I'm racing it? Then where are we going to get the fenders?
Never want to toss it. Yeah, I get it.
But now I have a garage filled with molds for fenders. I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy. It's a little sensitive.
I've dated a lot of mentally ill women, and they hoard. And one of the most interesting ones was a woman who just bought tea set after tea set.
You dated a tea setter?
After tea set. And
wow.
She just had closet after closet filled with tea set. One time she broke my Xbox, and I did a little bit of tea set math and went over there and smashed $350 worth of tea sets.
I broke my
Not proud of it, but it happened.
My ex's box too once, but it was a different story.
Yeah. I put it in her tea set.
All right, let me say this as well. Also, I know it sounds like I'm making excuses, but I come from a family and a place where an aluminum cigar tube had value. It had value. It had real value because it was something, and it had a screw top on it, and I could play with it in the bathtub. Like I'd hold it down and have it pop up like a missile and stuff. A cigar box and a cigar, anything around a cigar had some value to it. And we do stuff with stuff. And so now when there's some bottle of whiskey will come in a beautiful... You know, someone will buy me as a gift, it's a bottle of whiskey, it's $300, you know, and it'll come in a beautiful mahogany box. And then I'll go, what are we doing with the box? And then we throw it away. And I'm like, but it's beautiful. So I could keep my Matchbox cars in there or something. I could keep my porno clippings or something in there. Like, it's hard for me to throw away stuff because it looks like something. It is something.
I'm with you, bud.
It would have been, I about freaked out several months ago. Behind this warehouse, it's a side street, and they use it just to dump garbage because LA County doesn't pick up your garbage, doesn't do the large item pickup. If you got an old sofa or stucco busted up or whatever, just chuck it. Chuck it there. I walked past there the other day. I saw an electric, like, kids super bike. It was, it's a dumb little electric battery powered, like, super bike. Looked like a Kawasaki Ninja, but it was definitely for a kid.
Yeah.
And obviously it didn't work. Someone just chucked it there. And I was looking at it and I go, that would have been the nicest thing I owned as a kid. That would have been the coolest thing I owned. And someone just chucked it out of the back of their pickup truck. I don't like it. China's cranking out too much shit. The landfills are getting filled up. I don't like it. And I do always remember a great story. My mom's friends. My mom was, not a great contributor to society, but her friends were pretty lackluster too. And I think her whole thing is she wanted to surround herself with Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. She wanted some low and slow. She wanted some people on island time around her because you get people around you doing too much and they start asking questions like, what are you doing? So she liked that.
Yeah.
She had a friend named Marlene once. And I said, this is 10 years ago. I said, what's Marlene up to? This adult woman. Well, she's doing her babysitting. She's doing some babysitting. I go, okay. She doing okay? Because in my world, when you're 59 and you're working as a babysitter, maybe, it's not so great. I said to my mom, I go, is Marlene doing good? She, oh, yeah, she's doing great. She was just featured in Hoarders. That was an actual...
No.
That was my mom's example of someone who's really out there crushing it. Just featured. I thought they were going to say in Forbes, but no, Hoarders.
Yeah, it was just on TV. Cops.
Yeah,
Right,
she's doing great. She's with her sister and 1,000-pound sisters.
That's right. They have a boil that needs to be popped. All right, so I'm very mixed about Hoarders, DFG.
I'm straight up JV. Teapots. Fuck out of here.
It gets to a certain point where it gets bad.
Yes.
But like I said, I'm a little bit of a hoarder. I do have a lot of stuff. I'm going all balls on this one, Dawson.
I think DFG might be a little bit of a hoarder himself. But I'm going to say JV because if someone was hoarding, say, for instance, all of the funnels, all the beer funnels.
Oh, you funnel
and
beer.
JV and DFG wanted to funnel a beer. He wouldn't be able to because of a hoarder. So I'm going to say JV.
One of Def Rat Guy's greatest piece of merchandise was the mini keychain funnel.
Yeah.
For like funneling in traffic and stuff. Sometimes you can't get to your full-size funnel, but you want some beer, right? Stuck in traffic or what have you, waiting in line at Disneyland. You know what I mean? But he brought the keychain funnel.
I actually have one of his full-size funnels.
You have a full funnel?
I use it to refill my cleaning solvent sprayer.
Oh, yeah, but what if you're stuck in traffic and you want to funnel a
I
beer?
gotta get the keychain one.
Yeah, okay, DFG.
Well, I will say that we'll be back once we get this tariff situation squared away.
Oh, you're going to bring back the mini keychain funnels?
Yeah, but right now,
Yeah.
the business we can't handle these high tariffs.
Yeah, that's right. I get it. Yeah. There's small margins on the funnels, right?
Yeah, these tariffs are killing me, bro.
Yeah, I get it.
They're cutting out the bottom. But, okay, I get all your points. And some of you, but hoarding, look, I'll be on the cover of that magazine, and I am a neat dude. I iron my jeans, all that. But when it comes to hoarding one thing, I'm like a squirrel on meth, bro. When it comes to this, bro.
Zen, you hoarding?
I'm like, there's Zen all over my house, like, because I hoard it in case there's a apocalypse. And
oh, yeah. You're hoarding.
I always know that I got some Zen.
Zen, is it a resurrection, a rebirth, a 2.0 of snuff?
Yes.
Is that what
I quit.
where
It's
we're
a
at?
tough racket, bud, to get off of that.
There actually used to be
yeah.
the snuff pouches
Snooze.
like that.
Yep.
There were actual pouches,
still
so you
out
didn't have to
there.
get the dirty stuff in your lip.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking
these-
about snuff.
The smell snuff?
Yeah. I'm saying from 300 years ago.
Yes. It's like putting a
That's
lipper
the
in.
stuff that you snort.
Yeah, they would
Yeah, that's
originally,
what I'm
but then
saying.
they had
Snuff.
it.
Yeah, I'm saying, is it a rebirth of snuff?
I don't think so. I think it's like the pouch. It's like the pouch type chewing tobacco
just like
because
the
it's
latest-
just nicotine,
Yeah.
flavored nicotine that
Yeah.
comes in a pouch.
What do you know what's
just put
in
it in your lip.
snuff?
Snuff is just chopped
Snuff
up
is
tobacco.
powdered
Totally
tobacco.
ground tobacco.
Yeah, I'm not saying. No, okay.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's exactly the same thing. I'm
Oh,
just
I know.
saying people did snuff, 1772 or
Yes.
something, and we're kind of back. It's
You're
kind
right.
of back now, is what I'm saying.
Yep, the classics
People
never
smoked
die.
a lot. I
Yeah.
mean, they always dipped, but I mean, it's kind of polite society is doing Zyn now. Is doing the nicotine.
Okay.
It's
yeah.
back. I'm saying it's like it is. Zyn is nicotine, basically,
So
right?
you're not suggesting that people are snorting Zyn.
Okay.
No.
All right. We're moving on. We're moving on. All right. So,
So
is,
all bald if it's but not if you're holding newspapers from when Elvis died or some shit.
well, I mean, the ultimate horde, the scariest ultimate horde is when I showed up into a house. A unit when I was doing earthquake rehab work and I had to go in it. Let me tell you something. You don't want a job where you have to go into low income subsidized units. Those things smell like the person that lives there and never leaves.
Yes.
And these are all singles, Murphy bed, one room, bathroom, kitchen, no bedroom. So when you open the door, you were in their bedroom.
Yes.
And it smelled crazy has its own smell.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what it smelled like. And this one guy cut out every panel on every milk carton of every missing kid he'd ever got. He brought a half gallon of milk probably twice a week, every week, and it'd been 26 years. And he had every single panel cut out and all stacked up to the ceiling, row after row after row of weird milk and missing kids. And he had every kid. Now, you couldn't find the kid because it would be 4 feet deep and 7 aisles over, but he could not see fit to throw away the milk carton with the missing kid on it in case he ever came around and found that kid or saw that kid. But that kid would be in his 40s now because this shit went back 25 years. That was the weirdest, creepiest standing in that person's unit feeling I ever had.
He was hoarding missing children.
He's hoarding missing kids.
Oh, my
God. All right, sorry. Go ahead, TFG.
It would be even worse if those pictures of the kids had the eyes cut out.
Oh, yeah, you're right. If the eyes were cut out. I remember just going in that guy's unit. These guys be walking around in their underpants. They all cooked with lard, too. So it's like you'd walk in there and be like, oh,
The air is thick.
Oh, man. Thick air. One guy shit in a bucket. All he did was shit in a 5-gallon bucket. That was in there. Another guy pulled a shotgun on me. It was not good times, man. Those units smelled. And then people would freak out because I'd go into their unit with the plans, and I'd go, I got to take out the whole bathroom. I got to put a shear wall here. And they'd go, that's the only bathroom I got. I go, yeah.
Here's a bucket.
There's a bucket. It was bad. I'd have to go in there, take out all the kitchen cabinets, cockroaches running everywhere. Oh, Koreatown, man.
You won't believe how some people live until you have been a contractor
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
or a
Oh,
plumber,
no.
electrician.
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, no. I mean, Shaky Jake pulled a shotgun out, man. He was just like, no more.
What do
No
you
more
mean?
coming in here.
He just came through and
Earthquake.
double out butt in your face.
Earthquake, yeah. Earthquake rehab work means you go into people's apartment and you go, oh, you got this window out here that faces the street? They go, yeah. And I go, Plan say we got to put cinder block all the way in this window, so it's gone.
Wow.
And they go, some of them go, okay, and some go, fuck that. And you go, we're earthquake rehabbing the building, and that's that. And they don't pay rent because they're subsidized. So they obviously, if you're living in Glendale and you're paying $3,200 a month, and some asshole comes walking in going, I'm gonna block up the window, then you go, fuck it, I'm not paying my rent.
Yeah.
But they don't have a bargaining chip, but they're crazy and they're old and they're pissed.
Yes.
Wait, Ace, was Shaky Jake, are you talking about the Alpha Tau Omega?
No, different dude. Different dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a different. This guy's an elderly black man who pulled a shotgun on somebody, and then I got the call to go deal with him. That was my. They somehow Shaky liked me.
Yeah, he was a Q dog, actually.
Yeah,
Different
so
frat.
he liked me, so I was told to go in there and talk him off the ledge with the shotgun. Well, we sat on his Murphy bed while he had a shotgun. Oh yeah, in his underpants. It was good. I was on the clock.
You came to a grudging respect.
That I think you would call it that. He was probably fucked up, and then at a certain point when he finally agreed to put the shotgun away, he goes, I don't know how to get the hammers back without the thing going off. So I just held my ears. I said, all right, I'll just sit here, just point it the other direction, and we'll see if we can get those hammers back.
Put it out your window before we board it up.
They were good times. Yeah. All right, what's the next one, DFG?
The next one, number 3, shitting in a 5-gallon bucket.
Oh, you weren't going to say that.
That's what they call back, bro. No, the next one is, okay, riding bitch.
Riding shotgun. Now, does it count? Who's driving the car, a man or a woman?
No, it's a motorcycle.
Oh, bitch. Oh, riding bitch. Oh, on the back of a motorcycle. Oh, there's flipping a bitch, which is a U-turn in a car. Okay. Okay, you're riding on the back of a motorcycle. Is there a dude riding the motorcycle? I'm guessing, right?
It could be a lady.
Uh-oh. Okay, well, listen. If it's a
It's
lady...
just you're in back.
You're in the back. I would say it's JV, but if you're trying to light a cigarette, then it's all balls. Because then you reclaim your masculinity if you're trying to use the guy as a windscreen to get a cigarette lit. But if you got both hands around his waist, then we're back to JV. So, in general, I mean, I had a lot of friends who rode motorcycles, and I had a motorcycle, and we do a lot of doubling down. My buddy Ray is the only guy I know who I would pick him up on my motorcycle during winter, and he would come down from his mom's apartment barefoot. And I'd go, "You're going to ride on the back of the motorcycle barefoot?" And he'd go, "Yeah." "Why?" "I don't know. I feel like I want to put shoes on." He goes, "I don't care. Fucking ride barefoot on the back of my motorcycle." And he did fall off the back of a motorcycle because he was trying to light a cigarette, and another guy popped a wheelie, and he just went sailing off the back, which we thought was funny. I've done a lot of riding on the back of motorcycles, so I don't. And I've had a lot of my dude friends ride on the back of my motorcycle, so I'm gonna go all balls. Mayhem?
I'm going all balls. I mean, this is a rear naked choke position. This is the place that I want to be.
You want to be there.
Right. I feel the safest on a man's back.
I like the idea of the sissy bar.
Yeah.
And for me, riding bitch with a sissy bar is all balls.
Are you talking
you don't
about-
have to put the.
Are you talking about that thing that you go back? It's
like a back.
behind you, and you have a nice arch in your back, and you can see your thong riding up.
No.
It's a back support for your guest.
We're talking traditional chopper, old
hangers?
school, not the ape hanger in the front,
Yeah.
the sissy bar in the back, which was a cool. They put them on bicycles back in the day, too. I think I had a sissy bar. It was
Well, I'm trying to imagine. I think I got it wrong. It's just like a little handle that you hold?
No. But also give a weird description of the sissy bar. There are two handles back there, but the sissy bar is the chopper chrome hoop that goes up the back.
Oh,
It's like a backrest for the passenger.
Yeah, that's great.
And you can hold on to that behind your back.
You were describing like the hand. There are handles.
Yeah, that's
on
what
the-
I was
Yeah,
imagining.
there's you can hold on to that bar at the bottom of this.
No. There are handles though that's why Mayhem's swimming
Yeah,
a little
okay,
bit. This is you, and that was a weak ass one. Like we need the Easy Rider type.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Chopper, big hoop, sissy bar, that we called it. All right, so I went all balls because I've done so much of it, and
I'm going all balls.
all balls.
All balls.
We got all balls. Wow. Okay.
The first look, there are a lot of red flags here. It's called a city bar, number one. Number two, you are hugging some dude, from behind, and it's like, lean with me. Like, we have to become, like, grab onto my hips. We are going to become one as we go into this turn.
Yeah.
And then you're at a stoplight and people are pointing at you and laughing. But here's the thing. Look, if you live your life worried about everyone thinking you're a homo, you're not going to have any fun. Just relax and enjoy the ride. You're on the back of a motorcycle, bro. Just let it go. Let God. It's not like you're getting drilled in the can in prison.
Right. No, it's different, right?
Yeah, and the reason why this is all bald is because you are behind.
Rear naked. All right. Am I leading this competition?
Yeah.
think you are, bud.
Okay.
3.
Are you keeping track, Dawson? I'm losing my sense
you got
of direction
3.
here.
Mayhem has 2. I have 1.
Okay. Let's keep it going into the championship rounds. By the way,
All right.
I'm looking at a screen that says hoarders pooping into a bucket video. Stand by. I don't need that.
Stand by. Just put that in my email, guys. Thank you.
The greatest. Let's just talk about the difference between men and women.
Please.
I've told it, so I'll be fast. But the crew went into this guy's unit, got his shit bucket,
Oh, yeah.
which was a liquid, basically, and took his shit bucket and put it right next to my table saw that I worked on in the back of the building, right up against the back of this 5-story brick building. There's a little dog run in the back. They have those old buildings had a clothesline in the back and like 10 feet of cement, and that was it in the back of the building. They set up the shit bucket. They put it right next to where I was working. They hid it behind plywood. They took scraps of plywood and put it around it so I couldn't see it. And then I'd fire up the table saw and I'd be milling my baseboard back there.
And he's just reading the paper and watching you?
No, the crew got up to the top of the building, leaned over the edge where the parapet was, straight down to the shit bucket, and dropped the bolts that we were using to put on shear anchors for the parapet braces. They dropped bolts into the shit bucket, and every time a bolt hit the shit bucket, it would smell like 50 Samoans farted at once. And they would watch me work the table saw and then stop and look around and go, what the fuck is going on around here? I was right up against the back of the thing. I would have had to look straight up 5 stories, and they all hid behind the parapet. I couldn't see them, and I couldn't find the shit bucket. Well, I never knew it until, of course, they explained it to me during lunch. Why I was
But
getting
the
shit.
joy and morale you brought up to the 5th floor with your just bumbling around. With
I was
the table
probably
saw.
getting shit splattered on me.
Yes.
I mean, people would sue. Can you imagine how much suing would go on today?
That's not OSHA regulated.
No.
Yeah, you could still do that.
No. Yeah. So.
Why were you hiding behind the parakeet?
No, parapet. The parapet. No, the parapet is on the roof. It's what the Koreans hide behind.
Probably want a cracker.
No. Parapet is like a miniature little wall, like a 3-foot little high wall on the roof. Yeah, all right. Anyway, let's just get to the next one. Sorry.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
The next one, manufacturing jobs.
Manufacturing jobs. We want to bring back manufacturing jobs. And then everyone says, you don't want to do manufacturing jobs, or who's going to do these jobs? Who's going to pick your lettuce? Who's going to clean your toilets? I do love when they work that angle. I like manufacturing jobs. I like the idea of building stuff. I'm all for it. These guys get paid a pretty damn good wage, and I like it. I don't need to build everything in America, but yeah, I like the notion of building stuff in America and manufacturing jobs. So I'm going to go with all balls on that one. What do you got?
Yeah, I really like that there's a possibility that Americans can get caught in industrial accidents, like grabbed into a thresher type situation. And I don't know. I think that anytime that I can get some good YouTube clips of keep people getting mangled, I'm all for it.
So
all
you
balls.
say all balls. Dawson?
I'm thinking about the way he said it. The way he said manufacturing jobs. It sounded like manufacturing was the verb.
Yes, I agree with that.
Not the descriptor of the job. So I'm going to say JV. I think there's
you
something
mean-
fishy here.
You mean manufacturing jobs like some Doge project where someone's wasting money?
Yeah, creating.
No, there are no. This is not a trick.
Uh-huh. All right.
I'm still going JV.
All right. We go all balls.
JV, I don't think we're going to have assembly lines making blue jeans in America anymore.
Blue jeans, did you say?
They do it in China for dirt cheap. Mm-hmm. And when I was making these mini funnel keychains and the potato key, it was a pain in the ass. I have a college degree, and I was getting carpal tunnel symptoms.
Yeah.
And I would freak. I'd be like, dude, you have to build another keychain. And I'd feel like I was going to have a stroke. But I can't sit for that long and do something. Like, you want to it's not in our blood anymore.
We don't have it in us anymore. No, I mean, look, you may be right. I mean, it's so funny, but when when I talk to my kids about jobs, I mean, first off, I never knew there was a choice. I just thought you had to have a job. Now they're picking and choosing. And I'm not going to do that. Why would I do that? I'm like, I don't know. You get paid. I don't know. You have a choice? I didn't know there's a choice. I thought you just stood behind a contractor saw with a 5-gallon bucket of shit next to you while somebody dropped bolts off the roof. That's what I thought work was. I didn't know I had an option. I probably, if I knew it, I would have said, fuck this shit. I'm not doing this. It sucks. But the other thing is, and I don't know where you are philosophically here, DFG, but, I got a lot out of doing tough jobs that I didn't really like to do. I got it put things in perspective to me. It's sort of like a near-death experience. People go, woke up the next day, I really appreciated stuff that I didn't appreciate before. You know what I mean? And working horrible jobs is a near-death experience for work. So then when people go, oh, you're adding a third show on Saturday night, I go, what do I care? I'm standing there, drinking a beer, making jokes. It's not work. It's not a shit bucket and a contractor saw. See what I'm saying? There's no baseline for kids anymore. They don't know you got to have a miserable job. The miserable job is your baseline, and it's a threat. Like, you want to go back to that? And it's a motivational factor, because I was like Shaky Jake in the shit bucket. I was like, I want to get out of here. Yeah. I want to sit in an office with funny dudes and make jokes. I'm sure you watched a man show back in the day, DFG.
Yeah, the juggy girls on trampolines.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. No shit buckets, no contractor saw, no Shaky Jakes, nothing. Just sat in a room, ordered sushi. Yeah.
Yeah. less shaky Jake, more shaky jugs.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. All right, I don't know. We all tied up here? What do we got?
You got 3, me and Mayhem have 2.
Okay.
All right, it's going to come down to this one.
Okay.
And fellas, this one is pretty rough. Okay. Male G-spot stimulation.
Male G-spot stimulation. Who would you rather be? Would you rather be Jacuzzi, the guy who invented the jacuzzi, whose name's after the jacuzzi, or Grafenberg, the G-spot guy? You know, because that's pretty good. The G-spot. I mean, it's weird. I think the guy's name was Grafenberg, who discovered the G-spot.
Not that hard.
Yeah,
to
but
name.
he discovered the female G-spot. I think the dude that discovered the male G-spot was named Lance, and he was from Hershey, Pennsylvania.
I mean, next to the Hershey Highway there? Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So where's the male G-spot?
Uh-oh. Do I got to tell him?
Don't ask.
I'll
Is it
tell
the
him.
Don't ask me, bro.
Oh, man. I think it's
it's like your prostate.
massage.
The prostate?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So like a little bit of up and around the corner.
Uh-huh. All right, so we're trying to figure out whether Grafenberg was a gynecologist who discovered the G-spot in 1950.
Damn. It's got a latent history.
I'd like to interview his fucking ex-wife.
Yeah.
She'd be like, oh, fuck, bullshit. Guy didn't discover shit. Okay.
He's like, hey, you mind if we play a little stink finger again? I think my car keys may be up there.
That's what Grafenberg would say? I don't know. I don't feel like that's good decorum for a gynecologist. Play Mr. Stinkfinger again. I don't know. It does remind me of a great song, though. I know you're a fan of Josh, who does these great songs. I know you can find when Mr. Stinkfinger came to town. That is one of my favorite all-time classic songs, and I don't know if Problematic covers any Mr. Stinkfinger or any of the hits. You can tell us.
Time will tell.
Time will tell. All right. So far, it's not in the repertoire. All right. So the male G-spot, is it JV or is it all balls?
Well, it's just the stimulation of it.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go JV. I like. I appreciate the offer. Do you know what I mean? Like to me, it's really. You know what it is? It's like once in a while you're loading up some groceries in the back of the van and some guy comes by and he's pushing a cart and he goes, "You want some help with that?" And I go, "No," but I really like where your head's at. Like, I appreciate the offer. I got it, but I appreciate what you're saying. And I appreciate the attempt, or the offer for it. I don't really need it, but I like where her head's at. Is what I'm saying.
You go on a date with a woman and her middle finger is nice and trim.
Yeah, that's what I like. All right. It could be controversial, but I'm going JV.
This is a trick. I'm going all balls. Just a gentle stimulation, please.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go all balls. It's the only way to stay in the game.
Yeah. All right.
This question is for Mayhem. Have you ever had your ears boxed?
Yes, I have.
It hurt, right?
Yes, it does. Well, it used to.
It sucks. But to any lady out there, if your finger gets anywhere near my Hershey Highway, you're getting your ears boxed, baby.
All right. That's JV.
Hell yeah.
We have Mr. Stinkfinger. Just remind me of the classic the classic song, Mr. Stinkfinger.
Wipe that smile away, my little lady. Turn that silly grin upside down. We'll all lament the day, my little lady, when Mr. Stinkfinger came to town. I knew that he kinda looked a little shady. Both his middle fingers were stained brown. But the women all were squealing like Ned Beatty when Mr. Stinkfinger came to town. You fingered all our ladies, you randy son of a whore. More than a finger awaits your back door.
Awaits.
For all I care, he's fingering monkeys in Haiti. As long as he never comes back around. But smile when you recall my little lady. When Mr. Stinkfinger came to town. When Mr. Stinkfinger came to town.
Big ending.
When Mr. Stinkfinger came to town.
Never heard that on the radio?
You know, I mean, folk music has taken a turn, you know.
Listen.
I really appreciate it.
When you entered the octagon, that should have been your song.
Listen, I'm
That put
thinking of
fear
doing a
into
comeback
the heart of your opponent.
exclusively for that reason.
All right. DFG.
Poochie's uncle always said that song was underproduced.
Underproduced now. Does Poochie's uncle still have the testicular torsion problem? He would sit on his balls.
Oh, what?
Oh, yeah.
Nightmare.
He had these inserts put in, and things were going very well for him until his body rejected the transplant.
Oh, you mean like nudicles or something?
They were just like little rubber miniature squash balls.
So he killed his actual balls, and they replaced them with a prosthetic ball, right? Right. And
which his body rejected.
His body rejected the balls.
Did they spit him out simultaneously, or was it?
Don't make a joke out of this, man.
Oh, sorry.
No, they just took them. They took them out and said, "Okay, this is not going to work." And they gave him. I should to Poochie's uncle. I'm sorry for like spilling the beans. They gave him pig's testicles.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're curly.
Okay, they did, but his body didn't reject the pig's testicles.
No, and he also has given up all pork products, bacon,
Yeah, I know.
salami.
He just doesn't have the taste for it anymore, or it was more of a political thing.
Yeah, he just lost his appetite for
He
it
lost
for no
his
reason.
appetite for, and he used to love pork sausage and that stuff, right?
Yeah, eventually he put two and two together.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I didn't think about that, but that's weird, right? You get pig testicles because your body rejects the nudicles that they put in there, like silicone. He's probably allergic to silicone, so their body rejects it. Then they give you pig testicles. Then all of a sudden you've lost your taste for pork chops.
Mysteries
but you
of
don't even
modern
know
science. Yeah.
because the guy's in his 60s. He's like, I love me some pork chops, and all of a sudden,
Yep.
not
now
in the
he's
mood.
Totally halal.
Wow, he's halal. That's crazy.
It's a win-win. Well, it's a triple win-win because this hog was pretty well endowed in the ball bag department.
Oh, so he got a good one.
He got an upgrade. I see.
Okay, it's good to
They're
know.
between the size of not as big as the lacrosse ball, but bigger than a squash ball.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Well, tell Poochie's uncle I'm rooting for him. You know.
Yeah, he's doing well.
Yeah. Okay. I wanted to share this thing because I felt some kinship with it, which is somebody sent me a video. I don't know why we love it, but somebody bought a Porsche GT3, which is a high-end, big-time Porsche, and they just went out a couple hours after they got it home from the dealer. It just went for a little hot run, threw a couple of revs at it, and took off and lost control. But the thing you have to look at with the rear-end car is the rear starts to swing out one direction, and then it snapped.
I think that got hurt was his pride.
Yeah, and the front end of a $450,000 Porsche. But then, I started thinking, oh, this guy's a sap because that's embarrassing, especially to do it in front of people.
Look like just take up off the accelerator, bud. I think you could have got out of that.
Well,
3 hours after.
I hearkened back to my own days of driving a rear-engine Porsche, and you got to turn it up because it sounds good. But yeah, there's no coming back. You can see me do it. It starts to slide. It starts to go, and then it just goes snap.
Yeah.
And it just goes the other way, and then you're 110 miles an hour backwards. And I'm lucky I didn't hit any concrete or any oak trees like this guy did. But I sympathize with what he was going through because I know that feeling. It starts to drift, and you go, okay, all right. And then it just goes snap, and it just goes back the other way, and then whips the other. He couldn't, and then it goes right into an oak tree. Yeah.
Wait, Ace, why does it snap back?
There's something to the dynamic and the physics of the rear engine that when you have a front engine car and it starts to understeer or oversteer, it starts to drift, it just starts drifting, but there's not all the weight in the back.
It's a pendulum. It
it
swings
just
all the way
snaps,
around.
It just snaps back, and it's hard to control. You have to be really good to control it. I don't know how these guys. Well, what they do is they don't get themselves in that situation in the first place. Is how they control it. They go around the corner, they point the car straight, and then they get back on it. Yeah. I was rock and rolling, man. I was going, I'm getting on it before I'm straight. I'm still going to be in this corner, and I'm going to hang out a little bit
because the way the car shifts left to right, and then back the other way. So if one tire is a little light, it starts picking up and swinging.
So I feel bad for this guy.
That's a lot of money
into a tree. Yeah, probably going to be hard to get insurance and blah blah blah. And that was a really nice Porsche that guy was driving too. But I don't think a GT3 is a turbo car. Could be naturally aspirated. But anyway, we got some news to do.
We do. We got some news.
DFG, you want to hang out, do some news with us? Yeah. All right. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the news right after this.
It's time to check Adam's voicemail.
Adam Raymond of Cincinnati. I just passed a Tesla that had a sticker that said, F. Elon, he's a felon. And because of your brown radio and kill switch, I don't know if this person is on the left or if they're just trying to protect their car from getting keyed.
You can leave us a message at 888-634-1744.
Yeah, it's like when you see the liquor store in the bad neighborhood and it has the Black Lives Matter sign in front, like, are you down with the cause or are you trying not to get looted? Because the liquor store's been there for 37 years, but the sign's only like 10 minutes old. So I think you're trying not to get looted.
Yeah.
That's a sad part
Smart
of life.
old Korean man.
Yes. All right. Oh, we got a bumper sticker, actually, which is kind of funny. So I've said that even though the left is down with the LGBT community and very progressive and gay marriage and all that kind of stuff, their go-to to make fun of Trump is to say that he's Elon's bitch or he sucks his dick or gets your dick out of his mouth. It's like it's all just news.
All right, in the news, there's a loneliness epidemic. After studying 29 countries and their loneliness rates, a team at Emory University scientists found that Greece and its neighbor Cyprus have the loneliest people.
Cyprus is different from Greece. It's a separate place.
Yeah, it is.
I'm such an ugly American. DFG, did you even know that?
Greece is a country.
Oh, okay. And Cyprus is another country?
No, Cyprus, dude, I know this. Cyprus is an island.
Uh-huh. Well, yeah.
It's near, it's like off of the coast of Turkey.
Well, you were in the Greek system, so you would know this stuff. I was next to a shit bucket in Koreatown. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Hey, Slovakia and Italy almost tied for second place in the loneliness list, but America got into the top 5
Of lonely?
of lonely. Yeah, we're having an epidemic. Rounding out the list: Israel, Czech Republic, Romania, Bulgaria, and Latvia.
Maybe we should stop allowing people to have cats as
Denmark seems to, they're like the happiest people. They have the best cheese. They make the best Legos.
Uh-huh.
And I got nothing against the Danes, but I'm a little bit sick of them winning everything.
The Danes winning everything?
Yeah, they're the happiest. Like dude, I've been there. The chicks are hot.
Oh, yeah? They got hot chicks
Yeah.
there?
But, I mean, I've never been to Greece, but, I mean, the lady there, a lot of them have mustaches.
Oh, really? You've never been
And
there.
a lot of the dudes, they learn the ropes, if you will, by fucking a goat or a sheep.
You've never been there, though. How do you know so much?
The Greek council.
Oh, you've learned that from the Greek system. Oh, I didn't know that.
And just through hearsay.
Oh, hearsay. Okay. And you're a Delta Phi, right?
Well, that's when I started, when I was expelled from, I can't say it because they'll sue me again.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to break that.
I had to start my own house, and I did. And as a matter of fact, it became so popular that we have chapters in Corcoran State Penitentiary, Folsom.
Yeah.
It's just like a lot of things. It's a bitch to run this multinational organization. So I was trying to get it to offload it to some Chinese dudes.
Your frat house?
Well, no, like all the organizations.
The chapters.
But then they're like, we want to do this ourselves, and they kind of gave me the fucking Heisman, bro.
Oh, really? They gave you the Heisman. Wow.
Yeah, they're like, we'll copy your idea. We'll make it cheaper, fast, better. You know.
That's what those Chinese do. They do it with golf clubs, and they do it with frat houses. They knock it off. Oh man.
Yeah, but I would like to see them go funnel for funnel with some good hard banging American bros, and those dudes would be curled up in the fetal position.
Yeah, they couldn't hang with Poochie or Mike F or some of the other guys in your frat. Not funnel for funnel, right?
Not funnel for funnel. No way.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Where were we? Yeah.
Oh, maybe they could smoke more opium than us.
Yeah, that's true. They like the opium over there, but they couldn't hang in the funnel. I think they have an enzyme that probably wouldn't even let them hang in the funnel department.
The first thing is they get red in the face, and that's when you know that boot is coming.
That's right. I don't mean to get you emotional. Maverick. We got another story.
Yeah, I
here.
got another story here. Terrence Howard says he passed on the Marvin Gaye biopic because he would have had to kiss a man. Said he would cut his lips off. I think we got a clip of him saying
He's getting pretty controversial, this fella.
Well, I mean, he's one of the leading.
Do not want to kiss a man.
No, I agree. Listen, JV are all balls here, but you tell me. I've said it many times. People don't like it, but it's true. Guys have a visceral reaction to gay porn. You put your hand up. Someone says I crashed Porsche GT3. I go, let's check it out. You get your hand caught in some punch press, and Mayhem wants to do it. But if a guy's having gay sex, you put your hand up. You go, oh, come on, get that out of here. We're not wired for it. It's not homophobic. We don't want to. It's deeper than that. You know, somebody said, "Oh, there's a puppy that's going into a wood chipper." I'd go, I don't want to see that. I put my hand up. I put my hand up when Joe Theismann got his compound fracture from Lawrence Taylor. Like, I just don't want to see certain things. And gay sex is one of those things where straight dudes just go, I don't want to see it. And I said, there's remarkably little gay bashing for the amount that we don't want to see gay sex. Because normally when you put your hand up and you go, I don't want to see it, then you want to go bash somebody who's doing it. But we can do both. I can put my hand up and go, I don't want to see it, and I can go do whatever you want. Now, he was going
Can I ask you a question? Mm-hmm. Why are there any ladies in porn that are like, I'm not munching that bitch's rug?
Is there anyone who says that?
Yeah, like lesbian to have the same thing. Where
yeah.
Like,
yeah. Oh, I see.
Get your face out of my crotch, baby.
No, I think women are a lot more flexible that way. and the lady porn stars, they're basically jackass level stuntmen. They'll do about anything for a few bucks. Gangbangs, things like that. So yeah, but that's a good question. Were there historically? Like, was there, did Nina Hartley go, wait a minute, I'm Christian, and I just certain things I don't do. Do you know what I mean? Like,
That's the line.
Was there somebody in female porn history that just, and I bet there were. There is instances where the porn star is married to a dude who's in the business too.
Yeah.
That always means it's going to last forever. And I bet that woman goes, I'm married to this guy, and I don't do that. That's a very good question, DFG. So wait.
Hey, if there are any seniors who haven't written their thesis yet.
Yeah, right. That's a good subject. Now, wait, did he want him to play Marvin Gaye?
Sorry, no, he passed on it.
Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, he said because, in the script there was the kissing scene. Apparently, I didn't know this about Marvin Gaye. He was like bisexual, so he, kind of had a lot of romantic.
Yeah, bro, his
partners.
last name was Gay.
Yeah,
exactly. And they said that he'd bang anything.
Did DFG? My Marvin Gaye joke?
What?
No.
His dad was a preacher who was a cross-dresser who shot him to death. So I would say that Marvin Gaye's last words was, "What's going on?" Thank you.
Real quick, I don't want to interrupt Mayhem's news, but it reminds me of a joke. Why did Liberace get divorced from his husband?
I don't know why.
Because he kept coming home shit-faced.
Okay. Now you crossed the line. Marvin Gaye never came out as gay, but one account from the Boston Review describes gays confessing to enjoying dressing in women's clothes. Oh, wait a minute. He did or his dad did? Clothes and acknowledging a feminine sensibility like his father, who wasn't gay, who also expressed shame related to bisexuality, suggesting an internal and I can't read the bottom of it. His dad was a cross-dresser.
So they both kind of had some sugar in the gas tank.
Yeah.
I get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Terrence Howard's really making some proclamations these days. I like it. I think a brother can get away with it. I don't think Ethan Hawke could do that. I think he'd be banned. I think he'd be in trouble. I think if a white straight actor said that, there'd be trouble.
1 × 1 = Marvin Gaye's dad.
Oh yeah, OJ's dad was a cross-dresser too.
Oh, interesting.
I guess I should.
Homicidal tendencies and cross-dressing.
You know what would be a cool all balls versus JV question for next time is killing your own son.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, his Marvin Gaye Jr., Marvin Gaye Sr. was his dad, struggled with alcoholism and social isolation. Yeah, I'm sometimes a little hard on my dad, but he wasn't a cross-dresser, you know? And I guess I should thank him for that posthumously, but all right. What's next?
2-year-old boy is safe after walking about 7 miles and spending the night in mountain lion territory in northwest Arizona after he snuggled up to a very good dog who had found the boy wandering in the rugged wilderness. His new furry hero then led him to safety in the morning.
Was it his dog?
No, it was Buford, a 160-pound, half Pyrenees, half Anatolian working ranch dog.
160 pounds?
Yeah. Big dog. I think we have some footage on.
God.
Got the wanderlust, that
2
kid.
years old. You ever get lost? You ever wander
all
out?
the time. I always, as soon as I could climb out of the crib, I was escaping constantly.
I got lost, and they had to call like the patrol and have a plane and everything. I wandered out. Yeah.
Where?
We rented.
I've woken up at night surrounded by cougars, but the only thing I had was a very badly bruised pelvis.
We rented a house in Chatsworth and by a nature preserve or something. I mean, the valley. I mean, we're talking San Fernando Valley, Chatsworth, the end, deep Chatsworth, you know 1968 or something,
imagine.
and there was nothing.
Rugged wilderness.
There's nothing there. Nothing. I mean, the whole valley was just open, just orchards and shit. I mean, even when I was working there in the 80s as a carpenter, I worked out at Chatsworth. There was lots of vacant lots and stuff. It was kind of rural, weird, open. You know, it's all been filled in. God, that's a good dog,
isn't it?
Yeah, isn't it?
I know.
I like that he's out on patrol looking for coyotes.
Yeah, that's what they do. They'll fight them.
Hey, DFG, who do you want to hang out with? Do you want to hang out with a guy who says coyote or coyotes?
I say coyote.
And which is it?
I thought it was coyote.
I like coyote.
I like coyote too, but over here, you'd be laughed at if you said coyotes. It's coyote. Like everyone here says coyote.
I think they only say coyote in like Montana or Wyoming or.
And then what is it? Like which I don't accept. Here's my whole thing. Getting back to Porsche or Porsche. It's a dude's name. It's a dude's name.
Was the guy named Porsche?
Yeah, his name is Porsche. That's why it's called a fucking Porsche. It's not called a Porsche. Hey, you know comedian Adam Carolla? Carolla? Oh, I call him Carolla. Yeah, but it's his name. It's a name. Ferdy Porsche.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Ferdinand.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's coyote or it's coyote. But I don't like it being both. Or maybe I do. Maybe it's a regional thing.
Yeah,
so I know.
regional dialect. Yeah.
All right, you say coyote, you're a Trump voter.
Yep.
You say coyote, you may not be a Trump voter. So let's say if you say coyote, you're probably 60, 65% Kamala Harris. You say coyote, you're about 93% Trump voter. And then if you put your Oakley blades on top of your ball cap, you're 100% Trump, right?
You're right. The overlap.
DFG, is there anyone who wears a trucker's hat with Oakley blades upside down on top of the bill and says coyote and voted for Kamala Harris?
Negative.
Nothing.
Could be.
I
I'm
don't know if
imagining a
there's
lesbian chick. Yeah, I'm imagining a big, you know what I mean, burly lesbian Rosie O'Donnell in her prime type.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's written on my screen that some people pronounce it coyote, whereas others pronounce it coyote. That's informative. Both are acceptable. I know, but I want to know what it says. Like, okay, it was Wile E. Coyote, not Wile E. Coyote. Right?
I think there's just a folksy way of saying it. If you're down on the range, you know, you can say it over long distance. There's a coyote.
Yeah.
That way you don't gotta go, it's a coyote.
Coyotes are weird because they're out, man. I take
Buddy,
walks.
I have seen one get. I've seen a pack of coyotes snatch a little dog and just run off with it.
Oh, really?
Yes. It was very heartbreaking.
Was it a Chihuahua?
No.
Oh, okay. If it was a Chihuahua, it's
Chihuahua's
okay.
fine.
Yeah, that's all right. You saw it? Where were
I
you?
saw it. I was looking over my fence at it,
Uh-huh.
and I said, "Make a run for it, Jasmine," and snatched it directly and ran off into the night.
If you live in the hills or anywhere
Yes,
around
that's where I
here,
live.
man, you'll see
I
them
know.
all the time. They're all over the place.
Yep. But if you get an Anatolian Shepherd or an Argentinian Mastiff, those things eat coyotes like Tic Tacs.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
See,
Hell yeah.
I had a pit bull that would save the little dogs from, but we locked the pit bull up.
You had a hero pit bull?
I had a hero pit bull who kept coming home with roughed up face, and I was like, "What are you doing? What's going on?" And that day, I had figured it out. Snatched my little dog, and the pit bull wasn't there to save her that time.
Was it the dog you dressed up like a hot dog?
No, way different hot dog. Yeah. No, this is like, oh man, a different era of my
Did you
life.
have a dog growing up?
I did.
I'm so jealous.
You didn't? Oh, I never did.
Why
huh?
would anyone
I know.
do a
yeah.
dog in my house? Did you have a dog growing up, DFG?
Yeah, I had a beagle who showed up on our doorstep, so we named her Little Orphan Annie.
Oh, really? He had a beagle
Yeah.
show up. Yeah, we had a cat named Norman. That's all we had. What was that game? That porn name game? You know, the name of your dog, the
Yes.
name of the street you grew up on.
Your middle name in the street.
Oh, that's what it is?
Good old Nick Andes right here.
I don't have a middle name. It's a middle name and the street. So what's your porn name?
Nick Andes.
Nick Andes. What's yours, DFG?
Mine could be where Maverick, like Maverick Sepulveda.
Really? Okay. You grew up on Sepulveda. Now, I grew up on Houston Street, which is cool.
Yeah.
So if I had a cool middle name like Dutch, then you'd be working with Dutch Houston, which is a pretty fucking killer porn name, right? But my parents were too lazy to either get me a dog or a middle name. So I don't have a porn name, but Houston is a hell of a start,
You
right?
could be Norman Houston.
Norman Houston. Yeah, and I like, too, that my street was phonetically spelled. It was Huston. And I like that. And by
Dudes
the
are
way,
psyched if they grew up on Hyman Street.
yeah, that's right. Middle name Buster. Thank you, DFG, for setting that one up. Buster Hyman. Oh, that could be the greatest porn. I was thinking about the greatest gay porn name while I was falling asleep the other night, which was Rocky Stucco. That is a strong gay porn name. You like Rocky Stucco, man?
I don't like gay porn.
Okay.
I've
all
never.
right. No.
I look away. I've never seen it. I look away.
I look away.
I put my hand
You
up.
look away. You put your hand up. All right. You got any more? One more? Or do I got to pull from my list?
Yeah,
here?
you got to pull.
All right. Let me go out with a philosophical thought. Could I do that?
Please.
You know, we talk about the haves and the have-nots and poor folk and living wage and all that kind of stuff. But like, I was sitting in a movie theater in Burbank watching The Accountant 2
Oh, wow.
last weekend. And I sat there and I looked around at some of the local folk, younger dudes, Burbank dudes, sitting around eating a lot of popcorn and licorice and vines and sodas and stuff. And I thought to myself, I'm definitely the richest person in this theater, but I don't think my life is so different than any of the people in this theater. You come to the theater, you pay your money, you watch your movie, you go back home. Everyone's got a cell phone. Everyone's got an iPhone now, which means we're all almost even. You know what I mean? Everything is in the iPhone. I don't even know how to work mine, so I'm a little disadvantaged. You go home and you watch a flat panel, 60-inch TV set. You got 5,000 stations. You got all the streamers. You drive a Mini Cooper automatic, but who cares? It's the air conditioning works. The thing's reliable. You can drive here to Vegas on 4.5 gallons of fuel. You got a credit card in your wallet. You get to travel. You fly south. We're not flying private, but I might get lucky and catch a flight with Mark Garagos in his private jet, but it's probably more likely Southwest. Check in a hotel. People eat out all the time. They travel all the time. They have the entertainment is basically the same. They go to the concerts, the events, the stuff. As a matter of fact, I go to way less events than my poor friends. They're always going out to Coachella or something. They always got some event, some concert, some Taste of Encino thing that they're going to. I'm always just going to work somewhere. And it struck me, it's not a big life. There's not a big drop off between being a millionaire and just sort of making money.
Yeah.
I mean, it's about 20%. But it's like, all right, so I would live in a big house that's expensive, but 86% of my time is just sitting in my office watching a TV set, looking at my phone. Yeah. I'm not like I'm out sunning myself on the deck or anything. I'm just sitting in a room with a TV on. I'm eating Taco Bell. Like, there's not a big difference. Like in the past, you didn't have a car or you didn't have a horse, or you walk to the well to get your water with a gourd on your head or something. Basically, I'm not eating any different. I'm not living any different. I'm not doing anything. We're all just sitting in the same theater watching Ben Affleck. So it's kind of struck me that it's not really, when I grew up poor meant something. No air conditioning, fridge was empty. You didn't eat. When I was poor, you would never eat steak. My family would never buy steak. You've never eat. There was no such thing as steak. Now you go to El Pollo Loco, you get the steak burrito or whatever, Chipotle or whatever. It's not the same thing. It's not a big drop off. I miss it. I want there to be a bigger chasm between me and everyone else in that theater, but there really isn't. I do have the same fucking life. I just pay more in taxes. I mean, that's really about it. Thoughts, gentlemen?
Technology has elevated us.
Yes.
What do you think, DFG?
The liquor may be different, but what I'm saying is the buzz is the same whether you are drinking fine champagne or Stroh's Light.
Right. That's the point. And even like in the booze department, like, you can get yourself a nice bottle of Bullet Rye or a nice bottle of. There's a million whiskeys and ryes. They're
$5 Evan Williams.
They're way under $30. Like it's. You don't have to be drinking the high end Courvoisier and stuff. They got cheap stuff. You go to Trader Joe's. You can get a bottle of vodka in a glass bottle for like $6, and it's fine. It just tastes like vodka. You can go anywhere. You can just go to Trader Joe's and buy fucking everything for practically nothing. Steak included. Steak and vodka every night.
But if this supply chain, a lot of that is because we have access to cheap goods from overseas. And if the supply chain stops, we are going to be living in an area of being deprived.
Oh, you're getting back to the tariffs again, huh?
No, but when you were growing up in the 70s, that's because there was less stuff to have, so the differences were more between rich and poor.
Yeah, we didn't have stuff. You couldn't order stuff or be delivered to your house. You couldn't buy anything. Like, we just had the same, same sofa and the same sweat jacket for 26 years. You know what I mean? Like, we just had the same stuff all the way through. You just couldn't. The only thing that is not cheap and abundant now are good sunglasses. Like, I wanted to buy some good sunglasses the other day. I was like, what are those Persols or whatever? They're $430. I'm like, oh, no, that's too much. What's the Ray-Bans with the glass lens? What's that? That's $245. I go, what happened? But with the glass, just to find me like a pair of sunglasses that have a glass lenses, but under $100. Nah, they don't exist. They have, this place sells Ray-Bans.
Get yourself a nice pair of beer goggles. You'll be happy as a clam with a one-way ticket to Tuna Town.
Okay, well, a good note to go out on, DFG. You should go to rockandrolljunkie.net to check out all DFG's offerings, yes?
Hell yeah, and the Deaf Frat Guy on X.
Deaf Frat Guy on X as well. You got AdamCarolla.com. I'm going to be in Bellflower working.